Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silent meditation.
Greetings, Pine-Richland. I'm Paige. Today is November 20th, 2020, and it's a B-Day.
And I'm Jack, in person with the AK group.
Also, we're matching.
Yep, sweater weather. Now for today's announcements. Forensics. Anyone interested in competing at this week's tournament, sponsored by Moon High School, should sign up online at the team's Blackboard site, or contact Mr. Byko. Sign-ups for other tournaments are also available. Contact any team officer for more information. Fall play. This year's fall play production is 19, a play written by Mr. Dolphin, using his students' journal articles from last spring sharing their experiences with the beginnings of the COVID-19 pandemic. Due to the current conditions, the plan for the fall play performances has been changed. They will be performing the show in the auditorium without an audience. The show will be recorded and streamed at a later date. There will be several dates for you to choose from to view the streaming performance. Information on the streaming dates and times will be sent out soon. They have been working diligently for months to bring the fall play to you and are excited to show you the final product. They hope you will join them when their production of 19 airs. Thankful display. Attention students and staff. Would you like to say thank you to a PR staff member? Maybe it's your favorite teacher, cafeteria worker, bus driver, or even a principal. Please stop by the thankful display next to our tech office near room 114. Fill out, then post your thank you note to the PR staff member that has made a difference in your day. Thank you cards will be delivered to staff members at the end of the month.
Stuff-A-Bus. Pine-Richland School District's annual Stuff-A-Bus toy collection to benefit Toys for Tots is ongoing through December 1st. Toys will be collected before school in room 51. For students attending virtually, toys can be dropped off to the front office before or after school. Make sure your toys are labeled with a Post-it, including your name, grade, and Stuff-A-Bus, so the secretary is aware of where it needs to go. District-wide pickup will be held on December 3rd, followed by the toy delivery on December 4th. If you have any questions, please email Mrs. Bruff or Mrs. Mahowski. Please consider donating because now more than ever, many families are struggling to provide presents for their children as a result of the pandemic. Band. Support the PR Band by purchasing spiritware for your holiday gift giving. Shop online at the address found at the bottom of your screen through November 30th with delivery by December 16th. Guidance news. The following scholarships, contests, and workshops are now available. Make sure to stop in the guidance office or check under Naviance under Colleges tab scholarship list. Now it's time to go to the one and only Jack Duckworth for our sports report.
Yep. What's up, PR? I'm Jack with your sports. Let's go. Football. Congratulations to the Pine-Richland Rams high school football team on qualifying for the PIAA Football Championship semifinals. The team will compete against Governor Mifflin High School. The game will take place tomorrow. This will be a neutral site game that will be hosted at Hollidaysburg Area High School, Tiger Stadium. Please note, the stadium is not located at the senior high school. It is located at the junior high school. Remember that. The start time is slated to be at 1 p.m. A limited amount of tickets are available. Limits apply due to physical distancing guidelines. Tickets are available through online purchase only. PR Rams fans can purchase their tickets via the PIAA website. You can purchase two. That's two at a time. Please reference the code found at the bottom of your screen to facilitate your purchase. Fans are encouraged to stream the game live. Go to PRTV streaming webpage located at the bottom of your screen. That's all for me, Pine-Richland. See you back at the desk. Peace.
Sounds pretty good.
Yep, good stuff. Good luck to football.
Yeah, good luck.
Now let's go to Paige for our lunch report.
Hey everyone, it's Paige Johnson here with your lunch today. Today we have a chicken and waffle stacker, cheeseburger, chicken filet, your daily pizza choice, the ham and cheese sub, and your daily entree salad choice. That's all for me. Back to the studio. Sounds pretty good, chicken and waffles.
Yep, lots of nutrition in that one.
Now it's time to go to Jack for the weather.
Yep. What's up, Pine-Richland High School? I'm Jack. I've got your weather. Today, we have a high of 55 and a low of 39. Tomorrow, we've got a high of 52 and again a low of 39. Let's go to Sunday, high of 61, low of 45. Monday, high of 46, low of 45. Tuesday, high of 46, low of 34. Wednesday, high of 46, low of 34. Thursday, high of 43, low of 34. That's all for me. Back to the desk.
It's going to be a little bit rainy, but for the most part, the sun might come out a little bit, so.
Yeah, once in a while, it'll make a special appearance.
It'll make a cameo.
Yep.
That's all for today. I'm Paige, in person with the AK group.
And it is a B day, and I'm Jack. I'll see you. Bye.
Thank you for bearing with us. We only have 5 people in the studio.
Yep. Hard day at work.
See ya.
Bye.
Good morning, Pine-Richland High School, and happy Friday. Thank you for taking the time to be attentive and to listen in to this very important information. As all of you know by now, starting on Tuesday, December 1st, we will be transitioning to a 100% virtual model for a short period of time. Our plan currently is to be in that virtual model from December 1st through December 23rd, which leads into our winter break. And that means that we would be back in our hybrid model on Monday, January 4th. So there's some important information that I want to make sure we take the time to share with all of you today regarding our transition from our current hybrid model and into that virtual model. So I want to start by just reviewing with you how we make these decisions. So at the district level, we talk about these 3 key drivers, and those 3 key drivers help us. They helped us back in August as we developed the hybrid plan. They're helping us now as we think about transitioning to a virtual model for a short period of time. So the first driver that we think about is the health, safety, and welfare for students and staff. And we make sure that we are aligned with the recommendations from the Allegheny County Health Department, our state health department, as well as at a national level with the CDC. We also then, the next driver that we want to make sure that we are following and using as we are making decisions is the delivery of an effective educational program for all of you. We want to make sure that we are addressing not only academics, but social and emotional concerns for all of you as well. And then finally, the third driver is flexibility. We want to make sure with every plan that we implement that there is flexibility within that plan. So for example, within our current hybrid model, we know that some of our students, for example, have taken opportunity to participate in their classes, but participate at home because maybe they weren't feeling well enough to come to school. So even within that hybrid model, there's some ability of flexibility. So we also at the district level use this return to school continuum as we are making decisions. So if you look on the far left, We see that date that seemed like it was centuries ago, of Friday, March 13th, 2020. Things changed for all of us drastically on that day. That day, we were all still here together. And then probably about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I made an announcement and let everyone know that we would be home for what we thought was 2 weeks. And 2 weeks very quickly became the rest of our 2019-2020 school year. At the beginning of this school year, we moved into a hybrid model, and there was a balance between that traditional daily instruction that we were accustomed to some changes so that we could, for example, make sure that we were implementing the big three when we are here together in the building. And now, as we look at that continuum and we use those three key drivers to make decisions, we know that right now, the best thing for us to do to maintain a healthy, safe environment, learning environment, is to transition to 100% virtual. So as I go through some information with you today, it's going to be to help guide you as we make that transition from hybrid to virtual and being at home every day for our learning. So the first and most important thing I need to share is that we will continue to follow our daily schedule. It's going to be the same. So whether you're in the building or you have been at home, because every other day some of our students are at home and some of you are at home every day, you've been following the building schedule that I have before you on the screen. That means homeroom starting on December 1st is going to continue to be 7:45 a.m. As you look at the building schedule and you think about your day at home, there are some scheduled breaks in the middle of your day as well. For example, outside of the transition from homeroom into period 1, with all of your other classes, there's 5 minutes between those classes. So just an opportunity to stand and stretch, get a snack, get a drink of water, do what you need to do so that you are checking in and on time for your next class. The other thing is that all of us have a lunch break in the middle of the day. Here in the building, we've scheduled 33 minutes for lunch. But keep in mind, there are 5 minutes before that lunch and 5 minutes after. So really from one class and then lunch and then into your next class after it, you really have a little over 40 minutes for that lunch break. And it's during that time that we encourage you to stand up, stretch, take a break, make sure you're getting a healthy lunch, a healthy snack for yourself, and walk away from your screen. Walking away from that screen means your phone as well, and taking a break. Give your brain and your eyes a break from that screen. Get some fresh air. 40 minutes is a nice amount of time to have a healthy break in the middle of your school day, and we certainly encourage you to do that. As we transition into 100% virtual for all of us, we want to make sure that we are stressing the importance of instruction and engagement. And that engagement piece, and really the instruction piece as well, has to be a partnership between teacher and student. The teachers are providing engaging learning opportunities for you in the classroom setting through this virtual model. So even though you won't be in a classroom, you still are in class. Each course will continue to include live instruction with your teacher. You will still be logging in through Google Meet or through Blackboard every class period. In fact, all students are expected to log into each class for each day. And that is important not only for instruction and engagement, but remember, attendance is important as well. And we will be continuing to keep track of attendance. So it really provides an opportunity for your teachers to check in with you every day, and your teachers, or you to check in with your teachers as well, and continue to maintain those positive relationships that you have built and established over the first 12 weeks of our school year. A word about materials, attendance, and grading as well. So in thinking about 100% virtual model and the importance of engagement, that is a huge priority, is making sure that all of our students continue to be engaged. You have a few days before the Thanksgiving break and that day of adjustment next Wednesday to make sure that you gather all of your materials. So as you're in the building today, Monday and Tuesday, it's important to make sure that as you are leaving the building, you have your own personal device with you or your Pine-Richland School District laptop. All of you will still be able to access classrooms through the Google Apps or through Blackboard. You still have your student email account. And it's also important that you make sure you have books and materials from your locker. So as you're in the building today, Monday and Tuesday, check that locker. Make sure that you have all of the materials that you need to be successful in staying at home. Your teachers will be providing materials that you may need in that classroom beyond the textbook. I'm thinking about some of our art classes as an example. Some of our classes do require some individual, unique materials, and your teachers will be talking with you and making sure that you have those as you need to before next Tuesday. As I mentioned already, and I will say it again, period by period attendance is important, and every student must log in to each class every day. You will log into homeroom, and your homeroom teacher will be taking attendance. That's your daily attendance. And then each class period, your teacher will take attendance as well. So all of those things that we have expected of you since day one of this school year, for example, being on time for class, whether you are in person or virtual, is now still important, as all of us are 100% virtual. You need to be on time, and you need to be checking into all of your classes every single day. The reason for that is it is not March 13th of 2020. It is now November 20th, and we are in a very different place. We are assigning grades. Your teachers are assessing. They are assigning you homework and classwork. You're taking tests and quizzes. You're preparing projects. You are making presentations to your teacher and the rest of your classmates. And for all of that work that you are doing, your teachers are assigning grades. So it's really important that you are engaged in your classes. You know, as a high school student, you will walk away from Pine-Richland High School with a Pine-Richland High School diploma and a Pine-Richland High School transcript. And so the grades that you are earning through the current school year are going to be reflected at the end of the year on that transcript. And it's really, really important that you continue to stay engaged in learning, that you continue to stay focused on learning, and continue to earn the grades that you certainly are working hard to earn and receive. As we are preparing for this virtual switch, please make sure that you are considering the physical materials you need to take home. I talked already about making sure that you check that locker. Make sure that you have the books and other materials that you might need from your teachers. Make sure you have those. So for students that are in the building today, it's an AK day. You're actually going to have today and then Tuesday. For our students that are at home today, our LZ students, be thinking about, as you go through your day and you're logging in and participating in your classes, think about the materials that you're going to need at home to be successful. And when you are back in the building early next week, you want to make sure that you have those ready to go with you on Monday. You also want to make sure that you are fully aware, and I know that you are, so this is really just a reminder, but accessing your classes, it's going to be as it's been every day. So it's still important for you to make sure that you have the Google Meet link or the Blackboard link, and you will be accessing your classes in that same way beginning on December 1st. Also, all of your teachers are providing a weekly update. Review those. Your teachers are sharing those with you by Friday of each week as you are preparing for the following week. That's a really great way for you to keep yourself organized. I know that in looking at so many of them that our teachers have shared, there's direct links within those weekly updates to access the classroom, to access Blackboard. So make sure that you are using those resources that your teachers have provided for you. And if you have questions about any of that, ask your teacher. Reach out with an email to your school counselor. We're here to help you, and we want to make sure that you are staying connected and staying engaged. We know that moving to 100% virtual learning is going to present some challenges, but it's also going to present some opportunities. As I mentioned before, it's going to look very different in December from what it looked like in March, April, and May of 2020. We cannot encourage you enough to stay connected. Stay connected in your classes, of course, as you are logging in every day. but stay connected with those clubs and activities that you have already joined and are participating in. Our after-school virtual meetings with clubs have gone really well, and we cannot encourage you enough to stay connected. We will continue with our daily announcements during homeroom time. So as you're logging in for homeroom each day, you'll be seeing those morning announcements. And it's really important that you are attentive to those and you're making sure that you are listening in for information about different opportunities to stay connected and to be engaged. And also, I wanted to share with you that following this presentation, our school counselors have created a really fun informational video for you, and they have some great advice. And what's really interesting about the advice that they're going to be sharing with you, so much of it is connected to how to be engaged and stay attentive in a virtual environment. And they created that about a week ago. So it was before we knew we were moving into this 100% virtual model for December. So again, wonderful smiles that they will share with you, but some great advice as well. So be sure to pay attention to that message as well. As I wrap up today, I want to remind all of you that we are PR family. We adopted this mantra a few years ago because it really does represent the Pine-Richland High School community. We are a family. And when you think about that, we are here to support one another. Students to staff supporting one another, students supporting us. We all need to work together to get through some of these challenges that we are faced with. We are here to support you. And typically when I am sharing our mission, vision, and especially our values, I'm putting this at the beginning of the presentation, but as I'm sharing information with you this morning, I just want to end with this information because it really does drive what we do every day. Our focus is on learning. It's focusing on learning for all of you, but we can't do it alone. It's you participating with us. And so the thought I want to leave you with is just draw your attention down to the bottom of the screen and our shared values, and that word resilience. I have to tell you, when we experienced closing of school last spring, it was the resiliency of our students, especially the class of 2020, that served as a huge motivation to me every single day. And I know that that same motivation is here with each one of you. And I can't wait to see all of your smiling faces again when we come back together on January 4th. But until then, continue to be resilient. Continue to stay focused and engaged in your classes. Continue to collaborate with your teachers and your classmates. And just remember that we are PR family. I wish all of you a safe and healthy Thanksgiving break. I encourage you, even while you are not with us and we're not together in the building, that you continue to implement that big three that is working for us. It is working. And we want to make sure that we encourage you to do that at home as well. So wear the mask. Make sure that when you are out and about, that you are maintaining that physical distance, and make sure that you're practicing that personal hygiene as well. Again, thanks for your attention, and stay tuned for an important message from our school counseling team. Thank you.
Pine-Richland High School. This is Mrs. Welshons, your school social worker. Let's talk about thriving in a virtual world. Here are some tips from your school counselors.
All right, I'm Mrs. Season. I'm a transition counselor, and I just wanted to let you know it's important to stay organized.
Hey Pine-Richland, it's Mrs. Filipowski here, school counselor for students L through R. My tip for you is setting up your workspace.
Hey, I'm Mrs. Bowers. I'm the counselor for students E through K. Here are some things to remember during class.
for students A through D, and I want to make sure that we're all staying connected, and this is how we can do it.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Whalen, your college and career counselor. In conclusion, don't forget to take a look at our handouts and remember the following tips.